Hey guys, what's going on? Steve Brown back in the building. At you one more time. Guys, I want to talk to you about change and the importance of embracing change. Now, I think the one thing that is constant, in fact, that I know is constant and I've seen in my life, is change. Think about it. You're not the same person you were a year ago, let alone 5, 10 years, right? None of us are. So, change is constant. And I find that successful people, learn to navigate that change and ride the ebb and flow of it. Okay. And probably the other, 95% of us are trying to get things to stay as they are. Right. And that's really the wrong way to see things. I think it's probably a part of human nature to want to find a level of stability and say, okay, cool, I got what I need now. I got this, I got enough money here and that. Okay, cool. Let's just everything stay like this. And the reality is that, nature will not allow that. It will not allow that. And I think that's why you find in life that there's never just the perfect opportunity of any kind. There's always some kind of, you know, mess involved in it. Things are never quite perfect. You know what I mean? So I believe the successful people have learned to identify and to embrace and move with change as it's presented to them. So, my advice is that you learn to do the same thing, right? So there is no waiting for the exact perfect scenario. If you're looking to, get that new, whatever, if it's a new job or a new car, take that certain trip somewhere, and you're waiting on to get just the right amount of money, or wait till I have this certain job, then I can go ahead and do this. You're going to find that you're going to be an old person by the time it becomes ideal, and then you'll be too old to actually enjoy what it is you said that you want to do. Right? Does that sound familiar? I'm sure it does. That's happened to me a bunch of times. So what I've learned in my life is whenever I feel, I'm being challenged and something's being brought to me, that it's an opportunity for me to grow. It's change. And if it's something that I probably would not do on my own, but rather it's been brought to me like, okay, well, look, if you want to get here, this is something that you're going to have to do, then I know that that's change and it's time for me to change. Uh, Perfect example is doing these videos. Now, I'm not uncomfortable doing this, but initially it was like, well, this is not what I plan to do. Uh, and I was definitely feeling challenged by doing it. So I've learned that meant, okay, that's something you need to do. Because if you're feeling uncomfortable with doing something initially, that means that you probably need to do it. Particularly as long as you're not, physically in some kind of danger, if it doesn't bring physical harm to you, then it's something that you probably need to go forward and do. Okay? Um, I'm doing a number of things right now in my life to build myself as a leader in business. You know what I mean? You have to develop the ability to lead an organization, and that requires a certain number of disciplines. So these videos is part of that in terms of development. I'm also doing, reading on a daily basis. And I like to read, but it's always been at my leisure. It's not been like an assignment. So that's changed for me. And, and getting in the groove of things with that, that's been a little bit of a challenge for me. So I know that that's a good thing. So I want you guys to think about what kind of things, challenges have come to you in your life that made you feel maybe a little uncomfortable, a little skeptical. Is that something should I do? That's change knocking at the door. That's a whole world of new possibilities um, knocking at your door saying, hey, it's time. You guys, you got to learn to embrace it. Okay? Change is the one constant. And, I'm only speaking from my experience. Maybe yours is different, but that's just how I see things. And I think, again, the most successful people in life have learned to navigate. those things. So, don't be afraid. Embrace whatever change is coming, whatever you feel a little challenged by, go ahead and go with it. I mean, what do you have to lose, right? I mean, you think about it, once you start doing it, you're going to realize, wow, I mean, what did I ever fear? Because that's kind of how I feel about these videos at this point. I'm like, well, what was I pent up about? I mean, this is cool. This is, cool. No, not a problem. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't have a whole lot to say today, but that kind of was on my mind as far as change. And I hope that, this connects with, some of you out there. Hopefully, maybe you're going through something like this, and this was just the thing that you needed to hear at this time. All right? So, guys, thanks again. We're going to be doing this again, as always. Of course, let's handle the business. Click the big yellow button at the bottom of the video. You know the routine. Let's get started here with us in Empower Networks. Just $25 to get started. All right? And make a decision, right? Change, right? Being pushed, feeling challenged. Go ahead and click that big yellow button and let's get started. Let's get it popping. All right, you guys. Thanks again. I'll talk with you soon. Have a great day. Peace.